TEDx will be back on campus this week. Find out how you can view the sold-out event next.
The chimes of the bell tower can now be heard across campus. Discover what caused them to be silent for the first part of the school year.
Right now we're taking a live look outside at the Harvey Union. Few spits of sunshine here or there, but overall not too bad. We are sitting at 59 degrees, southeast winds, 10 miles per hour.
And we'll have that and more. This edition of The Shield starts right now.
Live from the VUTV studio in Schnabel Hall on the campus of Valparaiso University. This is The Shield on VUTV.
And thank you for joining us here on The Shield. I'm Brendan Johnson.
And I'm Jessica Burns.
Well, repairs are now complete on the Brandt Campanile Bell Tower, which resides next to the chapel. We spoke with facilities management about the repair and their hopes for the future of the bell tower. VUTV's very own Matthew Stanridge has the story.
They're back. Earlier this month, no rings, chimes, nor melodies were sounding from our bell tower, but that has now changed. On October 14th, facilities management finished roughly $8,000 worth of repairs to the tower. I spoke with electrician Mark Woodkey about what went wrong with the bells.
There are lots of power quality issues on campus. It's not necessarily anything that we're doing here on campus that's causing that. It's just what everybody around us attached to the grid is doing. I was told that I think around October 8th, because I can see it on our meters, Von Tobel lost their utility transformer. There was a large fire, and that can cause a huge spike.
Because the exact cause of the electrical system damage is unknown, Von Tobel's incident may not be the only thing that played a role. In fact, another culprit could also explain the damage: lightning.
A recent lightning strike may have taken the bell tower out, because we also see damage from either past lightning strikes or a present one.
Facilities management is hoping the university will allow it to upgrade the electronics and the system driving our bell tower, so something like this doesn't happen again for decades to come.
We've put the bug in President Heckler's ear that there are better systems out there that are more reliable, and to stay more reliable for the next 20, 30 years of bell operation.
These costs may add up to around $50,000. However, the university takes the operation and repair of the bell tower very seriously. I spoke with campus ministry director Brian Johnson about the importance of the bells to campus.
The bell tower in any town or village was kind of crucial for gathering people together, warning people if there was a dangerous thing kind of happening. It was the marker that sounded time. People didn't have watches, right? So in any village, the only way you knew the passage of time was with the bells.
Now that our bells are sounding again, Valpo's story and heartbeat can continue once more. With VUTV News, I'm meteorologist Matt Standridge.
The board of directors from Valparaiso University has just entered a new 5-year contract with Mark Heckler, Valparaiso University's president. Frederick Kragel, chairman of the board of directors, said, quote, "President Heckler has led Valparaiso University's enrollment growth, new program development, campus expansion, and the implementation of the most comprehensive and ambitious strategic plan in Valparaiso's history. The new contract will extend President Heckler's term of office through June 30th, 2021.
And Valparaiso University will hold its second annual TEDx event. This year's theme, Dare to Build, will be the focal point of the 14 speakers who are lined up to present at the event. Now, though tickets are sold out, you can still view the event via the live stream at TEDxValparaisoUniversity.com.
In this week's Around Valpo segment, VUTV went out to Sherwood Paintball, located in LaPorte. The 84-acre facility boasts castles and other obstacle fields which can be played on. Open year-round, this facility offers an adrenaline-filled getaway to help reduce the stress of college life. VUTV caught up with Joe Stayback, the founder and owner of Sherwood Paintball, and discussed how Sherwood Paintball came to be.
I've been playing for 34 years. The sport of paintball is only 36 years old, so I got in at right basically when it started. And I've been playing in the 36 years. I played all over North America, some South America, and I never found a field that I wanted to play on that I really liked. There was always something, you know, they could have done this different or changed this or built the structures a little bit better. So in 1990, my dad and I bought the property out here, in LaPorte. We bought 86 acres and built this. Everything you see out here has been cleared and built in the last 26 years. So yeah, we did start off with just 1 or 2 small fields and then just kept revising them and adding on and changing stuff around to where we're up to right now 12 different playing fields out here. And when we opened it up for our big games, you're playing on about 60 acres, and that's our 24-hour games. For the big games, where it's all weekend, we get people from all 50 states, and we've had people from 18 different countries play out here. Usually on the big game weekends, you're talking 500, 600, 700 players. On rec weekends like this weekend, we usually average in open play 50 to 100 players, and then we have 5 or 6 reserve groups, which are private groups, and we rotate everybody around on different fields. This will never be done out here. One of my idols is Walt Disney, and Disney was never satisfied with what he built. He always had plans to improve on it, and that's the same way I'm out here. I always have plans to improve everything out here. It'll never be done out here, let's put it that way.
And that did look like a really cool
yes,
paintball
it
facility.
did.
Well, next on The Shield, a massive earthquake rocked Italy Sunday morning. Find out how extensive the damage really is.
Also, Native American leaders are slamming the use of force at the Dakota Access Pipeline protesters. Get the latest on this protest after the break.
Good morning, Valparaiso University. What's a better way to start your day than with a new jam? And WVUR has just what you need.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it... If Daniel won't change your mind, baby, right.
Broadcasting sports, news, weather, and music on air, online, and on campus. WVUR is my jam.
Native American leaders are slamming the use of force at the Dakota Access Pipeline protesters. More than 140 people have been arrested this week at the construction site in Morton County, North Dakota. Activists are trying to block the pipeline because they say it will hurt the environment and destroy some Native American sites. 2 local Sioux tribal leaders are now accusing law enforcement of using excessive force against the protesters. Those leaders also say they're running out of options.
You know, I have had calls from some of our elected leadership at home. And they said, Chairman, what's the plan? How can you make a plan when you're going against guns, weapons? The only thing I could say is we need to stay together and pray.
The company still continues to construct. So how can we sit down and try to come up with solutions when this company, this bad company, is still pursuing construction? And everybody seems to be protecting them.
A powerful 6.6 magnitude earthquake rocked central Italy yesterday morning, sending residents running into the streets in a panic. The earthquake struck at a depth of 6.2 miles below the surface, which is relatively shallow. The result of this shallow quake was extensive damage across the region. Rescuers were seen in the area helping to evacuate a group of nuns from a building soon after the tremors hit. There were no immediate reports of casualties. Many residents in the region had already evacuated to emergency camps and hotels after the tremors earlier in the week, and schools were shut down in anticipation of powerful aftershocks. Initial images of the damage to historical buildings show devastation. Many buildings had not been repaired from the tremors earlier in the week, so they were even more vulnerable than before this to most of the recent quake. The destruction of these historic structures is widely seen as a great loss to the cultural heritage of the region.
8 children in Seattle have been hospitalized for a neurological illness. The State Department of Health is on high alert. Health officials are investigating the possibility that it's a rare condition that affects the nervous system called acute flaccid myelitis. AFM usually causes weakness in the arms or legs. All 8 children had loss of strength in one or more of their limbs. Dr. Scott Lindquist of the Health Department says the cases are alarming.
I'm concerned. To be very frank about it, it is very unusual to have a clustering of these cases so close together, and I'm concerned we don't have answers yet.
Health experts don't know the exact cause of AFM. In the past, it's been linked to common germs that also cause colds and sore throats.
And a college student in Pennsylvania is facing charges after authorities say he put bleach in his pregnant girlfriend's water. According to the Lancaster County District Attorney's Office, Lothius, Washington is facing a felony charge of attempted murder of an unborn child and a misdemeanor charge of reckless endangerment. Washington is a junior at Millersville University. Authorities say he and his girlfriend were together Thursday night into Friday morning. Authorities allege Washington offered the woman a bottle of water before she left, and she accepted. A short time later, her throat began burning and she was sick to her stomach, according to the DA's office. The woman was examined by a doctor and both she and the fetus are believed to be okay. The woman is estimated to be about 2 months pregnant. The DA's office says Washington admitted to putting bleach in the water bottle. Well, up next, it's been a little bit warmer out, Jessica. We'll take a look at this week's weather with Storm Shield meteorologist Adam Sherwinski.
And in just a bit, we'll hear from Eric Ruzanski with this week's recap in sports after this quick break.
It's easy to walk into an interview feeling confident, knowing you'll make the right impression. Which one do you use? The bone crusher, a little too firm. The misfire, just utter confusion. The politician, a little too creepy. The dead fish, very awkward. The hug shaker, too much commitment. Get started right away with Handshake, only through the Career Center. Do what you love.
What if we started to think more in terms of and less in terms of or? I am a student and I am a public speaker. I am a woman and I am a scientist.
Harnessing the power of and, sharing your story and your struggles with others, always beats keeping it to yourself.
Trust is the engine that makes the power of and work. It is the currency of leadership.
So many of the things that we have to do are more effective if we do them together.
What if you could leverage the power of and, not only in your own life, but in the lives of those all around you?
Well, first and foremost, everybody, happy Halloween here across areas. We're looking pretty good. Rainy and warm for Wednesday, and we're going to have sunny and cooler conditions coming up here later in the week. Now, currently here across Valparaiso, 59 degrees, southeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour here across the area. We have 60-degree temperatures here in Valparaiso, 66 in Champaign, 68 out in Springfield. Overall, not looking too bad. Satellite and radar here across the country, we can see that we have showers and thunderstorms all the way up into the northwest, even into Northern California, Washington, and even Oregon. spilling into Montana as well, but overall, not looking too bad here. We're back at home. We just have a few cloudy skies here or there. Not too bad for those trick-or-treaters looking to get some candy. Now, future temperatures, what we're going to see is that we have a little bit of a warm pocket here for the next few days, and you'll see that we have a cold front right here. That's what's going to spur our showers and thunderstorms into Wednesday. Overall, though, it's going to be pretty nice for the next few days. Look at that, 79 in St. Louis. Look at Valpo, 70 degrees here for Tuesday afternoon. Not too bad here, but look all the way up to our north, 44 degrees way up there, and International Falls, 53 in Marquette. They're feeling it. Temperatures are wide across the board here in the U.S. So we move throughout our day. We also stay pretty warm here across the region. Look at that, 64 in Valparaiso, not a huge nosedive in temperature, 76 in St. Louis and 75 at noon in Cincinnati. So overall, we're going to stay warm, but for the most part, not as warm as those folks down south. We have our temperatures actually staying pretty nice here closer to home. 74 degrees Tuesday afternoon. Look at that. That's another chance of seeing some late summer conditions here. And that's probably the last time we're going to see 70s here for a long time. We get back into the 60s by Wednesday evening. Look at that cold front right there. Not a huge difference, but you'll see that right there is where we're going to have a chance to spur some of those showers and thunderstorms. That moves through. We get to the upper 60s by the end of Wednesday, but then we just go down from there. So here's our future radar, and you're going to see we have some clouds coming in here on Tuesday. Not a huge chance of rain at all, really. That comes later on. Some clearing conditions by Tuesday. Not too bad. There's our next chance of rain right there with our next system moving into our region. There we go. Big chance of rain Wednesday evening, and then after that, Thursday, we're looking pretty sunny, looking a little bit cooler there too. So for those kiddies who are doing Halloween tonight, we have some pretty cool conditions right now. 57 degrees will be our start of trick-or-treat time at 6 p.m., and we don't change very much into the evening hours. Also, another big event coming up here. We do have Cubs baseball all the way out in Cleveland, and also we're not doing pretty bad for those guys out there. Winds will be out from the south, so that means they're going to maybe hit a few dingers as well, guys. And actually, for today and for us here, tonight, 51 degrees, a few clouds. For tomorrow, 52 degrees with partly cloudy skies. We're going to start wrapping it up here with 7-day forecast, and what you're going to see is that not too bad across the board. We get back into fall-like conditions here across the region. So here you go. If you haven't already, also follow us on social media, VUTV Weather, Valpo VUTV, and also follow us on Facebook as well. All right, so it's actually been pretty nice overall, guys, I think. Trick-or-treaters are going to have fun tonight, and those Cubbies, it's going to have good conditions for them.
We're
hitting some home runs.
We're hoping. I say the fall colors are absolutely stunning.
Oh, they are.
Yes, they have. It's been really nice out. I thoroughly have enjoyed the drives around town just with that. I'm like, I can't wait to see some new leaves.
Well, thanks, Adam.
Yes, thank you, Adam. Eric Ruzanski will have the full breakdown of this past week's Crusader sports up next.
Good morning, Valparaiso University. What's the better way to start your day than with a new jam? And WVUR has just what you need.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it...
If dying young won't change your mind, baby, right.
Broadcasting sports, news, weather, and music on air, online, and on campus. WVUR is my jam.
Welcome back to The Shield. I'm Eric Ruzanski. As the weather starts to cool down, the postseason is right around the corner for the fall sports. If you're in the hunt, the games are becoming more and more meaningful. That was the case for the Valparaiso women's soccer team as the Crusaders traveled to northern Kentucky with a win, and they're in this situation. Early on, the 24th minute, Corey Griffith found the back of the net, and the Crusaders took the 1-0 lead. Skip ahead just 6 minutes, and Vanessa Abad finds Griffith on the inside, who scores for the second time, giving the Crusaders a 2-0 lead. Northern Kentucky University would score in the second half, but Valpo hung on, and will take on Oakland tonight in the first round of the Horizon League tournament. With the women solidifying their spot in the Horizon League tournament, the men's soccer team had a good chance to improve their chances for securing a spot with a home match Saturday night against Northern Kentucky. The Crusaders took care of business early and won 10 in this one. The two-star offensive players, Isaiah Madrid and Kendon Anderson, both provided a pair of goals, and a defender, Omar Lawrence, added a goal to make the 5-0 Crusaders win. Valpo improved to 9-4-3 overall and 4-2-2 in conference play. They are back in action tonight against IUPUI. And on the volleyball side of things, the Crusaders split the weekend with a loss to Cleveland State, but with a win over Youngstown State on Saturday. And the Crusader football field, the Crusaders fell in the rivalry game to Butler this past Saturday, 23-12. They travel to Dayton next Saturday to take on the Flyers. That's all I have for this week, but there's more exciting news, guys. This is the last episode of The Shield without a Crusader basketball update for a long time, as both men and women have exhibition games this upcoming week.
And we'll be right back. Thank you, Eric. We'll be right back with a final look at your Halloween night forecast.
It's easy to walk into an interview feeling confident, knowing you'll make the right impression. Which one do you use? The Bone Crusher, a little too firm. The Misfire, just utter confusion. The Politician, a little too creepy. The Dead Fish, very awkward. The Hug Shaker, too much commitment. Get started right away with Handshake, only through the Career Center. Do what you love.
What if we started to think more in terms of and less in terms of or? I am a student and I am a public speaker. I am a woman and I am a scientist.
Harnessing the power of and, sharing your story and your struggles with others, always beats keeping it to yourself.
Trust is the engine that makes the power band work. It is the currency of leadership.
So many of the things that we have to do are more effective if we do them together.
What if you could leverage the power of and, not only in your own life, but in the lives of those all around you?
And it's a little bit warmer out for those trick-or-treaters, Adam, is it not?
Yeah, it's a little bit warmer than what we've seen the past few years, and honestly, I think it's pretty nice conditions for tonight, tomorrow, and if you're in Cleveland, happen to be there, I think we need to root our Cubbies as I play Bill Murray tonight, you know, my favorite Cubs fan, so, you know, it's going to be nice conditions for the Cubs games, nice conditions for the trick-or-treaters, but we do have some showers on Wednesday coming up. But after that, sunny and fall-like conditions here across the area, so... That's about it for us here in
Looks
Northwest
absolutely gorgeous outside.
Yes, fall foliage is looking good. Looking good.
And we have a couple programming notes from you from VU TV, one being tomorrow night at 6:30. Lima Jibawi, the Liberian leader of the Women's Peace Movement, will be speaking live from the Chapel of the Resurrection, and we will have her live here on Channel 15. Also, we have an exclusive sit-down interview with President Mark Heckler about his thoughts at 3/4 of the way through the semester, including the extension of his contract from the board of directors. We'll have that live on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/ValpoVUTV. Well, guys, it's been a happy Halloween. I think this is the end of our Halloween Shield. For Jessica, Adam, Eric, Katie, and myself, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week on Monday here on The Shield.
Go Cubbies.